I'm the guy in the funny hat, and today I want to tell you what's on my reading list. So I've just finished reading Memoirs of a Geisha by Arthur Golden, and this is about a girl called Sayuri who's taken away from her family to live the life of a geisha in Gyeon. Most of the story, I'm going to be honest, is about girls getting drunk on sake until they don't understand what day of the week it is. However, the story takes place around World War II. So it starts just before World War II and ends after World War II, with World War II coming in between and messing the whole story up. It's fantastic. It's a fantastic book. It's written very poetically. It goes into detail about what life as a geisha really was like. And Arthur Golden went into detail with a lot of the tradition that comes from Japan, how they drink sake, how they prepare for tea ceremonies, things like miziwage. If you're interested in Japanese culture, get this book. I'm serious. It's a fantastic read. It's beautifully written and I love it. I would happily read it again. The book I'm currently reading is Jane Austen. It's Pride and Prejudice, of course, a classic. And there it is. It's actually quite small. It's smaller than Memoirs of a Geisha, and I'm up to chapter 9. It's a challenge to read, and I knew it was going to be a challenge to read when I picked it up because it's Jane Austen. It's very old English. I believe that they use this as some sort of stimulus in English lessons. I'm not sure if they still do or if that's just something I've heard, but it wouldn't surprise me with the language that he's using this. Let me give you a taster without trying to destroy the story for you. Undoubtedly, replied Darcy, to whom this remark was chiefly addressed, there is meanness in all the arts which ladies sometimes condescend to employ for captivation. Whatever bears affinity to cunning is despicable. That kind of stuff is in this throughout. So if that puts you off, my God, you'll struggle with it. I struggle with it. It is an interesting read, and I do like it. And the reason is because it's about ye old England. It's cultural and it's historical. Really enjoying this book, and hopefully I'm going to finish it. I'm about halfway through the first volume. Where is volume 2 now? So there's volume 2 of it, and I'm about halfway. In fact, I'm over halfway roughly, but I think the first load of pages is actually like a preface. Yes, it is. So I'm just about halfway through it. That's what I'm currently reading. The last book that I'm going to attempt, I say attempt, and there's no way I'm going to be able to finish this book. I'm probably going to die before I finish this book. War and Peace by Leo Tolstoy. That book. Notice I'm gripping it because fucking hell. Right. I wanted to read this book because I saw the BBC drama, and the BBC drama was just so good, I really wanted to read the book. I'm pacing about 2 or 3 chapters in Jane Austen, and then I'm going over to this and reading about a chapter or so of this, and switching between the two. But I'm going to bookmark in this, so I actually don't know. I know I'm past the first chapter, so I'm probably just going to read the first chapter again. It wouldn't take me long to read the first chapter. Probably take me about an hour. The chapters in this are quite long, they're not short, and the print in it's very fine. So it'll take a bit longer than it would in Jane Austen. I'm really enjoying the books that I'm reading. So before I go, I want to give you a tip. If you're looking for your next book, if there's a book that I'm considering getting, what I'll do is I'll just take it off the shelf in the bookstore, I'll open it to a random page, I'll read a page of it, and if it doesn't grip me, if I don't understand it, if I struggle with it to the point where I find it unenjoyable to read and I find it a chore, I'll put it back. And that's why I've based most of my book purchases. I pick it up, I have a read of one random page, and I base my idea on that. The idea of reading a book to me is about exploring a story. That's my tip for you if you're looking for your next book. Let me know what you're reading at the minute. Is there a book on your mind that you're thinking of getting? Let me know in the comment section below, and I'll see you in the next video.